Hi, my name is Rebecca Schumer. I'm a 34-year-old physical therapist from Baltimore, Maryland. This is my concussion story. Hiking up a mountain right now, so once I get to the top, I'll sit down and tell you all about it. I made it to the top of the mountain. Now let me tell you my story. January 12, 2018, I got hit in the head with one of those big medicine balls. I got concussed and also herniated disc in my neck. For a whole week, I kind of just played it off. I've had a lot of orthopedic injuries, and I just wanted to keep quiet and cross my fingers that I would heal very, very fast. That did not happen. Symptoms kind of progressed as days and weeks went on. I could barely get out of bed, so just even getting myself out of bed to get dressed was effortful. Really went down to ground zero. Couldn't work. I'm a physical therapist, very stimulating environment. People just tossing a ball to trampoline would throw me off. I'd have to go in my office and lay down in the dark. At some point, I kind of treated the concussion as like an orthopedic injury. So I kind of pushed myself, make sure I didn't set myself back. It's kind of finding that fine line between not babying myself, because rest is no longer the best treatment for concussion. So I had to kind of play with the different variables and push myself without kind of regressing. And that process took a solid 6 months after my concussion. After my concussion, the biggest thing I struggled with was my reaction time and overstimulation. So I'd try to do a little trail running and my feet wouldn't keep up with my head, so I kept falling. It's not uncommon for people to sustain musculoskeletal injuries after a concussion. Your injury risk definitely goes up, and I felt that. But gradually I just kept building and building and building. In September, I was hiking the Great Smokies. I went to get a lift in and forgot there was a barbell above my head. I stood up and hit my head on it. So concussion number 2 of 2018. Hard thing about concussion number 2 of this year was that I was running a 50K 2 weeks later. And concussion number 2, I really was struggling with nausea. Thankfully, I took some Zofran, got me through my race, but then I definitely regressed after my race. I don't know what got me through it. Did it. 11 months out now from my concussion, 3 months out from number 2. The hardest things in dealing with this year were the fact that it's an invisible injury. So you look at me, I look physically fine. Can't tell anything's wrong. Try to hide it as well. But just being honest with people and letting them know how you feel, because the more you push, it can really set you back if you're not ready to be pushed. Finding that balance is really challenging. So making sure you have a solid support system is critical. I did a very bad job in the beginning because I neglected to tell you that I've had at least 2 or 3 concussions prior to this year. I've had at least 2 in high school, playing soccer and heading a ball, clashing heads with other competitors. And in 2010, I was bobsledding with an Olympian, my former college roommate. We flipped over in Lake Placid and I hit my head on the track. So I've had a lot of concussions prior to this year, which likely led to my slower recovery this year. But at the end, I am feeling really good. Having these concussions this year and other orthopedic injuries has really just given me a moment to step back and appreciate all that I can do and appreciate the healing process. It's truly a journey. You cannot rush it. Don't rush it. You're only going to prolong it if you try to make things move faster. Listen to your body, listen to your doctors, and you'll be okay.